now let's talk some high school football. Our section championships are taking over Hughes Stadium for the weekend. And you know, at this point, I ran out of things to say about Hughson. Whether you want to call them the cardiac kids or the heart attack Huskies, the one thing you can address them by is section champions. Let's get you out to Hughes Stadium on the campus of Sac City College, Division V section championship. And the one thing about Hughson, their fans always show up and show out. The Huskies seeking their third consecutive section title, but standing in their way, another group of Huskies out of Sutter. And boy, was this game well worth the price of admission. We'll pick things up in the third quarter. Hughson driving, Robert McDaniel going deep. And like a good neighbor, Bryce McDaniel was there for the catch. The McDaniel to McDaniel connection was hotter than a crock pot today. Now later on the drive, Colt Foss takes the handoff and he reaches pay dirt. That would tie the game at 15 all. All right, to the fourth quarter, Sutter in the red zone, and they executed this play so well, it faked out the cameraman. Well, yeah, that would be me. By the time I caught up with him, Mr. Dominic Souza was in the end zone for 6. So now Sutter takes a 22-15 lead, but back comes Hughson. Ensuing drive, Lawson Aviles takes the handoff, and my man Lawson looking like Barry Sanders out there. He runs smoother than a jar of Skippy peanut butter. Lawson picks up a nice chunk of yardage. Now later on the drive, Robert McDaniel going to the air again, and he drops an absolute dime into the hands of Bryce McDaniel for the touchdown. If your last name is McDaniel, you were balling in this game. Hughson would tie things at 22, but Sutter would clap back immediately. No, seriously. Marcus Maris takes the handoff, and just like people running for Black Friday sales, Marcus is going to run this all the way to the house. 65 yards for the score. And just like that, it's 29-22 Sutter. But see, the one thing about the cardiac kids, they're always cool under pressure. With roughly 2 minutes to go in regulation, Robert McDaniel would lead the Huskies down the field, even converting a fourth down along the way. And now here we go. Hughson in the red zone, and Colt Foss goes Superman over the top for the touchdown. Are you guys not entertained? So now Coach King decides to go for 2 and the win. It all comes down to this. McDaniel fires it into Max Mankins, and I can be your hero, baby. Woo! Max hangs on for the 2-point conversion, and the Heart Attack Huskies pull off an incredible comeback. And ladies and gentlemen, the Hughson Huskies are your Division V section champs. Hughson wins this one 30-29. It's the third straight section title for Coach King and company. Speaking of which, here's Coach King on what this game did to his blood pressure.
I will go to see my doctor again and raise my blood pressure medicine. This is just what we're used to. My doctor's here in the stands, and he expects me on Monday, I can tell you that.
Oh, it feels amazing. I was a little nervous, I will be honest, but in my mind, there was no doubt in my mind that we weren't winning this game. I had believed through and through every single second.
We got a bunch of dogs up front that gave me enough time, and I knew I have a bunch of receivers that can go get open, and that's all we needed. We just needed time.
You know, we've been in situations like this, so I was, of course, a little bit nervous, but I tried to not let the nerves overcome me.
You know, I don't understand. Like, I don't know what we do as a staff to have that culture of never give up, but that's just who we are.
Man, gotta love it. Shout out to Coach King and the whole Hughson community.